YouTube. What's up? Twin with the Clippers back again. Right now I'm doing a little something, a little treat for y'all, a little something special for y'all. I'm about to cut his hair with just a razor, and I'm about to taper him in the back with my regular clippers with no guard at all, no guards. Right now, I got my clipper and my razor and the comb. This is exactly what this is, a razor and a comb. Look, you can see it. I bought this from the beauty supply store. They like $5 maybe, probably less than that. And this is what people in jail usually do. Now, I never been to jail before, nothing like that, but you know, I like to try new stuff. You know, try to go back old school, try some stuff. So right now I'm just I'm combing his hair down. You see, it's just taking a certain amount off. It ain't really balding him or nothing because it's in a comb. But like the main thing with doing this kind of cut is that you want to keep the hair as moist as possible. You want to keep it wet, because when it's wet, it cuts easier. If it's dry, it'll end up cutting them or cutting the skin or something. So what you want to do is just keep it wet, keep his hair moisturized, and just comb it just like you brushing it, like you combing your hair basically. But you'll start seeing the hair come off. And that's all we're doing right now. We'll do this around the whole head. Top from the, we're going with the grain. Cause you see it's leaving the still dark and wavelength. We're going with the grain with that. You see I'm keeping it moist. Got my towel on there and I'm still keep doing the same thing. Going with the grain on it. Now making everything go smooth. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing like little treat videos, because like it's so much stuff that you can do as a barber, because like the barber industry is so old. Like it's a lot of old techniques that barbers don't even do anymore that I can do. Like I can show y'all some stuff that like probably ancient times that they did. I want to learn all that just so I can put it on video and show y'all that. Now these haircuts, like doing a special haircut like this takes about probably an hour to do. Cause usually I can cut a hair like in 30-40 minutes. No, 20-30 minutes. But a haircut like this, it's kind of harder to do. So because it takes a long time. The crazy part about when I was doing this haircut, my brother went Facebook Live, and everybody that was on his live wanted the same haircut. I want one. Like that's how you could tell. Just like when people see stuff that's different, it draws them to it and they want it. Just off this what people do in jail, and people on Facebook, regular people that's out, you out of jail. You're not in jail. You out in society and you want this haircut just because it's something new and it's something different that you ain't never seen before. So that's the crazy part. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna keep dropping jewels for y'all, giving everything y'all know. But wait till y'all see this line and how I put the lining on there with just a razor blade. Now look, no guards. These my wall designers all the way open. No guards. No guards at all. I'm about to put that taper in the back. I got it all the way open. I'm just gonna put that guideline in there first, right? You see I'm putting the line on there. The clippers are on his skin, and it's going up, putting that little guideline in there. Guideline, making it to where I want it to be at. As you can see, keeping it neat, keeping everything in place. Keeping it smooth. Look at that. Making that guideline perfect. Make that perfect line in the back. Now I'm fading it out. Now with this fade, what I'm doing is I'm not putting the clippers all the way on there. I'm putting them on just a little and I'm flicking out. Just flicking exactly where the line is. You know, not going in it too much, because you don't want to put another line inside there. So I'm just flicking it out and combing it, flicking it, combing it, flipping it, combing it. And what they're gonna do is they're just gonna knock that line out in that one area. It ain't really gonna take too much off. That's what I want. I don't want to take too much off. I just want to get that one little area right where I got it. Yeah, just like that. And this is something just so you can experiment with, just to try your skills out. You know, if you want to test your skills, try something like this. Like, I wouldn't advise this for beginner barbers, but like for veterans or barbers that feel like they comfortable enough to do it, they can go ahead and do it, because this is like a improvised video. Like, what if anything can happen? What if you lose a guard? What if you ain't got no guard? What if you're doing a house call or something and you ain't got your guard with you? Could you still fulfill the job, or do you gotta cancel it? And with this right here shows that anything, if you can make anything work, no matter what, you can always make it work. Yeah, it's gonna be a little different, it's gonna be a little harder, but it can still work, it can still be done. Okay, that's what I'm doing with this. You see how I got that towel? I keep that towel with me, I'm keeping it moist. Around that line, and I'm keeping it moist and everything. He's going live right there, talking to somebody. Had somebody on his page going live with him. But anyway, we're gonna start in the back. You notice in the back I'm going with the grain with the blade. I'm not gonna go against it. I'm gonna go with the grain. And I'm just touching it a little bit, because the back behind the ear and the neck area is kind of sensitive. So you don't want to touch that too much. You just want to pull the skin and just lightly glide. You see how my thumb is on his head like that? I'm pulling the skin. That way that blade can just glide through and go all the way down without cutting them or anything. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, just touching it a little bit, keeping it right, keeping it tight, keeping it nice. I always got to do something. Keep that towel on there, just to keep it moist. You want that razor blade to glide through. You don't want it to stop or nothing like that. You end up cutting them. And then just touch it, just a tad bit. Now I'm about to do the front lining and the side lining. Now look how this come out. Look at the detail and how this came out. I'm gonna show y'all. Now you notice that I'm going with the grain with the blade right here. Got the blade on there and I'm going with the grain. I'm gonna do that from the middle of his head to the right. And I'm gonna get it crispy. This just the blade. I didn't touch it with the liners before I did it. I ain't touched no liners at all. Just my straight razor. That's it. If you notice, I'm putting the skin. You want to get that line as crispy as possible, so you want to get that skin tight as possible when you pull it, so that razor blade can glide through. This is a sharp razor, brand new out the box. So one slight turn, I can cut them, and it's gonna be ugly. So I'm putting that skin. You probably can't see this, but I'm putting the skin too. I'm putting it to the left, and I'm going right with my blade. Keep that skin pulled. You see it? I'm keeping that skin pulled. Keeping it smooth. I want that razor glide. That's the main thing. If you haven't used, like, if you're not comfortable with the razor, you can use a balloon and some shaving cream. That's what most people in barber college do. But I did that once in barber college. The second time I did it, I just jumped into it with the razor, because it was like, when you start seeing people around you doing a razor and you're the only one not doing it, it kind of makes you want to just be like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just try this out, just to jump into it, just try it out one time. I mean, I still cut people. It's a razor blade. You gonna have accidents. You gonna cut people still from time to time. You know, it ain't a habit. I don't do it all the time, but yeah, I might cut somebody every once in a while. That's cool. That's no problem. You know what I'm saying? But the second time I did it, I remember like it was yesterday. I was in barber college, and when she gave me the ticket, and it said lining with a razor. I don't know what it was, but something was like, man, just jump into it. Just go and try it out. This is my first time doing it on a person. So I was like, alright, this is what I'm gonna do. And look how this liner came out though. Then I'm gonna get back to my story. This came out good though. Pay attention to this though. But anyway, I was like, man, let me go ahead and jump into it, see how it go. So when I jumped into it, I didn't tell the dude that this is my first time doing a razor. I didn't even tell him. I said, I'm not gonna tell him. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it with confidence. And when I did it, and I wasn't nervous at all. I just did it. And I was like, dang, it came out pretty cool. I let him look at it. He said, yeah, you did good. Right when he said that, he was like, yeah, I like this. You did good, man. That's when I told him, I said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the truth, man. That's my first time using a razor blade on a person, on a real human. He was like, man, the way you did that, it looked like this, you used to doing it. Like this is a 100th time doing it. Because I went inside there with confidence. I didn't get nervous. Like, you can't get nervous with that blade. Like, you can get nervous with the clippers. With the clippers, you will shake a little bit, you know. People can sense that. They can sense you shaking, you nervous. But with that blade gonna tell everything. You can't shake with that blade. Cause it's like, I got this blade. If I shake with this, I'm cutting them. And you don't want to cut nobody, especially like on a first time client that you trying to gain and trying to impress. Nah. You can't really cut him. But yeah, look how this came out though. Look, and you notice that like when I got my blade, I must keep going over and over because I got it kind of crispy now. It look good now, but it's not as crispier and curved as I want it to be. Like, I want it to look like I put the clippers on it to get that curve. Like, it's hard to curve with the razor because the razor go at an angle. It's like a straight razor. So you gotta make it curve and put them curves in there tight like this. I'm using the edge of the razor. I'm putting the skin with my thumb. And I'm trying to get that curve together. Look at that. That's pretty decent. No clippers at all, just the razor. Now I'm doing the head at the top. Same thing going over. Just touching it a little bit. Getting it crispy as possible. Just the razor blade, y'all. Nothing else. Like I said, this took some time. This haircut took like, man, at least an hour. You know, sometimes like on slow days, you ain't got nothing to do. Go and try something different out because now you got the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like on a busy day, you really ain't got no time to practice on what you want to do. But for like this one, it was a slow day, and I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and try something out. You know, test my skills. See if I can do it. This was a challenge brought to my brother barber. His name is Wood the Barber. That's my bro. Shout out Wood the Barber. He's a barbershop owner in Indianapolis, Indiana, called the Runway Barber and Beauty Lounge off Kevin Way. I don't really know the address, but if you're in Indianapolis, you can look him up on Instagram, Runway Barber and Beauty Lounge. What he did was he made a challenge on Facebook. He said, I'm going to do a haircut with just the razor blade and the clippers with no guard. I got under his Facebook page. I said, I accept your challenge, and I'm going to do one too. And this the result. I did one before this happened. I did one when he made the challenge. I did it. I got my client together, and I told my client, I said, well, this came out so good that you ain't even got to pay me, because all I did was use the clippers with no guard and a blade on you. He was like, man, I'm gonna pay you, man, because he said it looked just like how you would. It looked like how it would if you put the clippers on there. It looked like you put the clippers on my head, but I didn't. I just used that, and it took a while too. It took probably like an hour to do. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do one for YouTube next. So I sat my brother down. I said, bro, let me go ahead and give you a haircut with just a razor blade and a clipper with no guard, and that's exactly where we at now. You know, and challenges, go ahead and accept some of them. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to do. It's fun just to see where you at, to see what you can do. Because I know it's barbers that look at stuff like they be scared to jump in stuff, because it's like you don't know what you're doing. You haven't done it before. But the only way you're gonna get better is to jump in it. And like when you jump in it, you'll realize that it's not that bad. Like it's really not that bad. And because you're overcoming that fear, so you just jump in it, and you be like, man, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because You can spend time wondering what if. That's that main big question. That question right there. That what if? What if? What if? What if it come out wrong? What if it don't come out wrong? What if I mess up? What if you don't mess up? That's that question right there. That what if? It can go either way. But how you gonna know unless you do it? That's the only way you gonna know. So if somebody challenged you in a haircut or something on a page, just try it out. If you don't like the way it come out, then you ain't gotta tell nobody. You did it. You know you did it. You and the client or something, they know you did it. That'll be on you too. You don't tell nobody you did it, Or just say you tried, post it on there, and be like, you know what? I did a haircut. I don't feel comfortable about it, but I did something different. And either people gonna like it or they not. Most people gonna be like, it look decent. But then while you doing that, you got other barbers looking at you that's nervous about it too. And I'm like, okay. He did it and he posted it and he getting some okay feedback. Maybe I should go ahead and try it too then. Because if they see you do it and they see that you wasn't scared to do it and you just jumped in it, others will do it too. They'll jump in it too. You know what I'm saying? So this is another thing, just a brief talk with y'all about this. I'm going with the grain, with the blade, lining it up, still getting the crispy as possible. That's why I'm touching it little by little. Like I said, this is a lot of work, cause look how thick his sideburn is, and imagine him saying, I want it thinner. He want it skinny like a pencil. You gotta pull that skin. You gotta keep going over, making it thin, making it thin, making it thin. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. Now it's some crazy, it's some cold barbers that's locked up right now in prison that can do this in a matter of 30 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes. Like it's talented people in jail right now. This is what this haircut originated from. And there's barbers I seen, he did a design with just the razor blade. Like, wow, you did a whole big design in your client head with just the razor blade. That's skills. That's some strong skills. Because at the same time, you still gotta keep his head moist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep putting that towel on there, keep wetting it up, so it'll be moist. Like this right here. You see what I'm doing? I'm putting that towel on there, still keeping it moist. Because if you don't, it'll cut them if it's dry. If it's dry skin, it'll cut them, and it's uncomfortable. So I'm going with the grain now, and I'm still trying to get that curve together. Like this, the side I already did before. Y'all seen it? I did the side before the first time. I'm going over it again just to get it tightened. Cause it's some spots, it's some curves I see that I didn't hit too hard. That's exactly what I'm doing now. Now I'm going with the grain, with the towel. I'm hitting it again. Trying to get that lining perfect. Trying to get that crisp. Pull the skin. Main thing we're doing a razor blade. Number one rule: pull the skin. That way you can get that crisp look that you're looking for, and you don't want to cut them. You won't cut them, and you're getting that crisp look. And look how thin I got that. Like I said, I had to keep touching it over and over again just to get it that thin. Now, versus with the clippers, all I had to do was just put it on there and curve it, I would have been done just like that. Would have been done easy. But with this blade, you got to keep touching it, trying to get them angles together. I'm back on this side now. Got my towel. And I gotta go back and make this side match the other side. So I got that razor blade again. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going with the grain this time. And then when I go against the grain, I'm gonna be trying to get them sideburns then. Going against the grain on it now. Trying to get them sideburns real skinny to match up with the other side. Pretty tedious haircut, but it's cool. They got watch the end result, and you will be like, and you will be amazed. Like I amazed myself when I did this haircut. Cause like me, like I'm like, yeah, I'm still learning. Every day you learn something every day. You're not supposed to ever stop learning. The day you're supposed to stop learning is the day you did. Every day you're supposed to learn something new. Every day. And that's exactly what we're doing, man. We learning. We all learning together. Look at this. End result. Look at that. Decent. Just with the razor. That's it. Look at the taper. I mean, taper is decent. I mean, no guard on that taper. So, just improvising just in case. If anything ever happen, y'all know what to do with just the razor blade and the clipper. Man, appreciate y'all. Y'all like, subscribe, run these views up for me. And I'm gonna drop in a video, like I said, every 2 days. I'm gonna see y'all in 2 days. I'm gonna drop some new heat. Y'all comment what y'all want to see us do next, and we'll try our best to do it. Me or him, me or bruh, one of us gonna do it. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace out.